John Wayne. Dear students, in next set chapter we are going to study Venn diagrams. John Wayne, a British logician, he used closed figures to represent the sets. See, for example, if there is a set of even natural numbers from 1 to 10, even natural numbers, so it will be 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Now for this he used closed figure to represent. This is a closed figure normally drawn a circle. All the elements are written inside the closed figure. 6, 8, 10, and the capital A is written near, either inside or outside the border. So this A set of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 diagrammatically can be represented in this way, and this diagram is called as Venn diagram. He used for universal set. If there is a universal set related to some problem, if U is the universal set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that is natural numbers from 1 to 10, then universal sets are normally represented by drawing a rectangle. So this is a universal set of natural numbers from 1 to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is not necessary that they must be written in order. You can write anywhere, but it must be inside the closed figure. So universal set can be represented in this way, and set can be represented in this way. Now, if this is a single problem, then it can be represented by using the Venn diagram like this. A is a subset of universal set. So here A is a subset of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Please understand, here 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are outside the set and U is the universal. So both the sets A and U can be represented by using a single Venn diagram, and it can be represented in this way. If there is another set B is a set of 4 and 6, and if these all three sets are to be represented by using a single Venn diagram, please note 4 and 6 is a subset of A set. So it means there exist 4 and 6 inside this. So this is 4, 6, 2, 8 and 10. Inside set is B set, outside it is A, and total is universal set. Please note here B is a subset of A and A is a subset of universal set. Dear students, next point is in operation of sets. Next point is union of sets. The union of two sets A and B is the set C, which consists of all the elements which is either in A or in B. So C is a set of all the elements of A or B. It means it can be represented by rule method in this way. C is a set of A union B. Please note this U like alphabet is used to denote union of two sets. So A union B is equal to set of X, such that X is the element of A or X is the element of B. It must belong to either set A or set B. Now see, in example 12, to understand the union, let us solve some problems. Example 12 is set of 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 and B is a set of 6, 8, 10, 12. Find A union B. Now we have already studied that A union B means it is the set of all the elements of either set A or set B. So we will have all the elements 2, 4, 6, 8 of set A, and now write the elements which are not in set A, means 10 and 12. Please note, it is a set of all the elements of set A and set B. Now this can be represented by using a Venn diagram also. So if this is a set A is a set, if this is a set A and this is a set B, we have some common elements. 6 and 8 are the common elements. These 6 and 8 are written in this region, that is common to both the sets, and 2 and 4 is written this side, and here 10 and 12 is, please understand this, 10 and 12 are the elements of only set B. 2 and 4 are the elements of only set A, and 6 and 8 are the elements of both the set. So this Venn diagram represents A union B. 13th example. Let A is a set of A, E, I, O, U. This is I. And B is a set of A, I, U. Show that A union B is equal to A itself. Let us understand. Now, A union B is equal to A union B is the set of all the elements of set A and set B. So this is equal to A, E, I, O, U. I have written all the elements of set A. Now A is already written, I is already written, U is already written. We have studied earlier that in a set, while representing a set, we don't repeat the elements. So A union B is equal to A, E, I, O, U. Please note, these are elements of set A only. So this is equal to A. Hence, A union B is equal to A union B is equal to set A. Now this can be represented by using a Venn diagram. This is set A and B. All the elements of B are in A. It means set B lies completely inside the set A. So this is set B and all the elements are A, I, U. And this is E and O. Please note, E and O are the elements of only set A, and A, E, I, O, U are the elements of total elements of the A, and A, I, U are the elements of only set B. From this we understand that if B is a subset of A, B is a subset of A, then A union B is equal to A itself. Opposite is also true. If there is another some problem which is having A, if A is a subset of B, then A union B will be equal to B. Please understand, this is not related to this problem. So this is related to this problem. 14th example. Let X is a set of Ram, Geeta and Akbar be the set of students of class 11 who are in school hockey team, and Y is a set of Geeta, David and Ashok be the set of students from class 11 who are in the school football team. Find X union Y and interpret the set. So we have already studied X union Y is the set of all the elements of both the sets X and Y. So this is equal to set of Ram, Geeta and Akbar. Then Geeta's name is already written, so we cannot repeat it. Then next is David and Ashok. So this is X union Y. Now if this is to be represented by a Venn diagram, then please understand, here Geeta's name is repeated, so it will be here. And Ram, Akbar, this is set X, this is set Y, David and Ashok. Now let us try to understand the properties of union of sets. Now first property is A union B is equal to B union A. This property is called commutative property. Let us check whether it is true. Now I have written a set A is equal to set of 1 and 2 and B is equal to set of 2 and 3. So A union B is equal to set of 1, 2, 3, and B union A is also the set of 2, 3 and 1. 2, 3 and 1. Please note, order of the element does not matter here. So both the sets are equal. It means A union B is equal to B union A. This is commutative property. Next property is A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. This property is called associative property. Now A union B union C. It means we have to do A union B first and then union with C. So A union B is 1, 2, 3 and union with C will be set of A union B union with C is equal to 1, 2, 3 and C is set of 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now next is B union C first. So B union C is 2, 3 and 4. So B union C is equal to set of 2, 3 and 4 union with A. Union with A union B union C is equal to, you can understand it is a set of 1, 2, 3 and 4. So from this we can understand that property A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. That is the associative law. Associative property holds for union of the sets. Next is A union phi. This is a null set. Please understand A is 1, 2 and if null set is, this is null set. So if this null set and A union null set will be one and set of 1 and 2 only. So A union phi is equal to set of 1 and 2. So this is equal to A. It means A union phi is equal to A. A union A is idempotent law is equal to A itself. So if you take A and union with A only. So if there is another set A 1 and 2 and A union A will be equal to set of, if we don't repeat the element, so it will be equal to set of 1 and 2 only. It means A union A is equal to A. This law is called idempotent law. Then universe, law of universe set of universe plus union with A is equal to, here, so here if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the set of, is the universal set and A is the set of 1 and 2, then universal set union with A is equal to universal set itself. So universal set union with A is equal to universal set itself. This is called law of universal.